Testing. Ladies and gentlemen, I've prepared this video for you twice. And each time something happened to make sure that it was not completed. First, I lost my mic, so I had to start over. And then I did that. I came back and I really was up, burning with love, and gave you a fantastic speech, only to go and check my video and find out that it was not recorded. So I can look at that as that it has prepared me to be better this time, or maybe just go and leave it alone. But it's too important for me to leave it alone. So I'm going to do it again. And the purpose of this message today is to share with you some stuff that I've been sharing with you for 40 years. But I want you to know it is time for us to stop the devil now. I say it. It is time for us to stop the devil now. We have seen the devil. We've seen evil. We've seen Satan at work. Not only have we seen it, we see it every day. Every day. They came to kill. They came to destroy. What? To destroy America. Right now, the devil's working overtime to destroy America. The dumbest, most evil person is being used to keep that evilness alive that rests comfortably in the minds and hearts of the citizens of the United States of America. But they came here to take away your health care. Well, I think the first thing they wanted to do is take away your jobs. Now, if you don't have a job in a capitalist system, you know what that spells, right? They didn't want to stop there. They want to take away your health care. One of the most important things that we as human beings love, and that's to know we got some kind of health care. Maybe it will prevent us from getting sick. Maybe when we get sick, we can go and be treated. But they want to knock off millions of people saying we don't care. We want the money for something else. So if you have to die because your health care is okay. They didn't stop there though. They went on to education. They don't care about you being dumb. Why would we thinking about you being dumb? Be dumb. If you don't want to be dumb, then go somewhere and hide in a ditch and study like you used to before we acted like we are pretending like we care. So they don't care about that. Cutting your food. Your food, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that the devil has infected people to the extent that they do not mind millions of people having no food to eat? And ladies and gentlemen, in America, I'm going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you this, and this is really going to offend you. But all of the stuff that I'm saying to you is all perpetuated by white people. Now, that doesn't mean that black people are not riding that boat too, but it's being carried through this evilness by Satan. I'm talking to you white people now. I'm talking to everybody, but I want you white people to know what you are being used for. You are being used by Satan. You are being used by the devil to cause all this pain and suffering against people, which is anti-love. You are the ones that's being held responsible for taking away the freedom of people, saying that they can't vote, or if they can vote, spread them way out so they can't vote. So you can continue to be white and do your evilness to America. So in other words, what it seems is that to protect your whiteness in America, you have chosen Satan. You have chosen evil. You have chosen low down, dirty, what else can I say? Satan, I maybe said it already, but you've chosen that to be your representative. You have chosen that to be your representative because what they do is exactly what they've done since they've been here. And you haven't been saying anything to stop them. And the things that you say, you know good well is going straight through anyway. And it's right on white people. When Donald Trump came in office being president of the United States, everybody knew Donald Trump. Everybody knew exactly what he was, except those people that just want to put blinders on. But they found out. But the purpose that Donald Trump, and the reason that Donald Trump is in that not about black people, except they were trying to defeat that which black people care about, what? Life. They didn't want black people to have life. But ladies and gentlemen, with all the pain, with all the suffering that the devil has caused, they need police. They need a military to protect them from those who are fed up with the evil that they've tried to perpetuate, not just in America, but all over the world. Now, I say, knowing this, experiencing this, why won't we give God some time? Why don't we do that? It's time for God to be represented. It's time for people to know what God would be about, since we know exactly what the devil is about. Let me tell you something about God. You gave your allegiance to God. God will show you the difference. Because in order for this thing to work, to get this evil out, it will show a different reflection. And in it, you will see everybody having a career of their choosing, a career that gives them their greatest joy, that allows them to participate in life. Everybody participating in life, creating, not taking away, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, and all the things that you can imagine is made by the hands of man. And the way God set it up is available to each and every last one of you, from the poorest person on the face of the earth, of America, to the richest person in America. And you will have equal access to any of the things that's made as you need, as you want, and as you desire. And doing that would create the opportunity not for just to exist, but to exist. Peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness, and for you to live your dream. That's what God would do for you. But you have chosen to ignore God and to hire the devil to bring his evil and to represent Satan by destroying you. By destroying you. White people against black people. You know, doggone well, white people and black people want the same thing. They want to live. And God provided for all of us. And the devil come in and say, we're going to give it to one and hurt the other. And you're saying it's okay. You've been saying okay all of my life. I don't care who's walk. You've been saying it's okay all of my life, but God says it's not okay. And if you keep it up, you're going to burn just like the worst people. There are wars going on. People are getting missiles and stuff drawn into their churches, into their schools. They're being blown up like they're nothing but purely trash. And if you keep acting like trash, you're going to be treated just like trash, because the devil does not care about you. The only hope you got, the only thing that you can look to, turn to, want to is God. And I'm not talking about me. I'm telling you about God. Because God, in spite of all the things that you've done, knows that you're ignorant and stupid, but he loves you because he made you. Forgive me for saying he. I don't know nothing about no he. I don't know about no she. I just know power. So, once again, why do you ask yourself this question? Why do you choose to give the devil power, even to allow him to destroy your nation? And when God will rebuild you and give you your dreams, you reject God. Why? Because you're not ready for God. You like the devil and evil because the devil will allow you to lie, will allow you to cheat, will allow you to steal, will allow you to hate, will allow you to be a racist, will allow you to engage in war just to mess over other people for your benefit. God don't play that. And so this is why we are in this predicament. And it's going to stay like this until you change your heart. And there is a way, because there are, once again, missiles going into schools. There are missiles that's going into churches. There are missiles with old folk home, just trying to get rid of you because they have no compassion, no caring at all for you. Now this is the third time I've done this video. I hope it's recorded. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.